how you can get ahead of 99% of the people. I'm not exactly sure if I'm ahead of 99% of the people, but I assume I'm actually at least ahead of 95% of the people in this world. So basically, in order for you to get ahead of 99% of the people, you have to get into that journey of escaping the matrix, right? Because the matrix want you to do certain things in a certain way, and they have this framework, this plan, they have laid out everything, and you do not have to, get out of those limits. And it is not easy for you to get out of those limits, because for a lot of people, they do not even realize that in their whole lifetime, right? So when you start realizing that there are things around you that are not good in your favor, right? And when you realize that the people that are in control, the people that are influencing you in any way, all of the influence that they have over you, all of the expectations they have over you, all of the law that they are implementing over you is not in your best favor, is not going to make you free, it is not going to make you independent, right? So you have to work in order to learn about those things, in order to learn about those patterns and find loopholes, find gaps to escape that matrix, to escape those patterns, those limits that's been set to you. And the way you can realize this is by not only studying what you've been taught in the university, what you've been taught in your school, but rather self-discover things, start questioning the things, right? And start looking for answers to those things, right? I would say you don't only have to learn the worldly knowledge, but you also have to read the Word of God, right? Because that is going to give you the patterns, that is going to share the communication with you between God and the people, right? And it is going to share the history of people with you, right? And you will learn a lot about human psychology and learn a lot about how God has asked you to be free and have a better society, right? Once you can start studying the religion, studying the Word of God, that is a very good point for you to get ahead of a lot of people, because a lot of people are distracted at the moment, right? And then start finding ways that you can actually implement those things, right? A lot of people have studied the message of God, but when it comes to implementation, because not a lot of people are implementing that thing, they don't implement it as well, right? But if you can seek guidance from there, that is a very, very good point for you, right? That is one thing. And then there are a lot of other things that you have to learn, right? You have to learn about your diet. You have to learn about what is going to make you the strongest version of yourself, right? That includes one, yourself being stronger in terms of your mindset. That includes being stronger physically, and being stronger physically requires you to eat healthy, right? And in order for you to eat healthy, and in order for you to really learn what is it that you have to intake and what is it that you have to avoid, you have to learn that, right? And again, if you are going to go for the education that is available to you on the very, very top, that is not going to be the very true thing. If that would have been the true thing, we wouldn't have a lot of patients in our hospitals, right? So you have to learn the things that have been hidden, right? And you have to find the reasons why that have been hidden, right? So you have to learn all these patterns: eating a healthy diet, educating yourself of the information that is not available to the general public, and then working on yourself in terms of your mental and physical strength. I think these are the things that are on the top of my head. Learning to fight, right? Learning to fight from your ideas, learning to fight from your actual body. Because if your actual body is not capable of fighting, if your actual body is not strong enough, you will not have the courage enough to fight with your ideas, right? So you have to be mentally strong and physically strong as well, right? And you have to learn to fight all of these things. You have to learn what you have to wear, right? What are the things? I've learned this amazing idea of boycotting things from this boycott movement, right? And it is that you have to boycott every single thing that is not good in your favor, right? So if you can learn these ideas, if you can learn to operate in this way, it is going to put you ahead of 99% of the people out there.